Hello and welcome to my channel. I have here a print of the spaceship from the original Planet of the Apes movie. It's been printed in two parts and is 6 inches long. In the movie this is supposed to be 45 foot long and it actually doesn't have a name, although it's unofficially known as Liberty 1 or Icarus. Step 1 is to make the thing whole, and superglue works a treat with plastic. Just by using my fingers I line up both sides as accurately as possible. I use a combination of a sanding stick and a small file to smooth out the join. This won't yield perfect results, it's a matter of getting somewhere close. And because this is a PLA print, we have a lot of print lines to remove. You're unlikely to get rid of them all in one go, so it's better to do this in stages. Spraying it with some filler primer will also help, as the paint will settle into the grooves, and this naturally is followed by another round of sanding. Now is also a good time to fill in any imperfections. Water can be added to this modelling putty and spread thin. And once dry, those areas can also be sanded. Then we can spray it again with primer, and hopefully this time for the last time. After this final round of sanding, most if not all the layer line should now be invisible. And then we can finally spray it with some white paint and start this looking like a spaceship. The next step is to paint the windows and the front panels in black, as well as both rockets at the rear. And then the rocket can be lightly dry brushed with some silver paint. This will help to make them feel like they've been used. There is a lot of subtle detail on the back, so for me the easiest way to highlight those is with some black panel liner. This will sink into the crevices, creating some sharp lines. To make the nose cone nice and neat, I decided to use masking tape, and then I applied a couple of layers of gold paint before removing the tape to reveal a perfectly straight line. I used the same process for the red and blue stripe on the body of the ship. This is much easier and neater than doing it freehand. Once I remove the tape, I clean up any overspills, as the paint does sometimes bleed through the masking tape. I also repeat the stripes on the underside. I've missed off some very fine details, such as the American flag on these little wings, stripes on the front, and United States down the middle. As these are hard to reproduce at this scale, it's best often not to put them on. But since I'm adding on the scoring, it will be hard to notice anyway. I believe the dirt powder goes on better once it's wet, and it can also be dabbed off with a tissue if it's gone too heavy. All this needs sealing in with a matte sealer, otherwise it will come off when you handle it. I added a gloss coat over the windows to create a sheen, which hopefully you should be able to see when the model is rotated and it catches the light. And with that being said, that's the Icarus spaceship completed. It was a nice quick project and my homage to one of the greatest movies ever made. There are plenty of options available if you want to create a diorama out of this, as I can choose a scene from the first 3 films and the pilot for the TV series. The first and the third film had the exact same ship landing in water, while the second film it lands in the desert and it has an extension at the back of it, which is damaged so badly in the crash you can only see the framework. The TV version lands just outside some woods and is surrounded by a load of random debris. So I have plenty of options to contemplate, so that's a future project on the back burner. Thank you for watching. Don't forget, if I can do it, so can you.